And I should have been recording all of those incredible introductions because this group of women is already fabulously badass. Um, we are here in this version to really dive in and celebrate the women who have co-authored Spark, Women in the Business of Changing the World. It is Red Thread Publishing's newest book, baby, out in the world as of, I don't know, yesterday, and hits bookshelves the day after tomorrow. We're here just to celebrate, to get to know one another, to shine and be fabulous, but also some amazing things have happened over the last 24, 36, however many hours. We've hit number one in 2 categories, in several countries, and that is so flipping amazing. Number 1 in women, number 2 in women's studies in France. I was like, who do we know in France? Who's reading our books in France? Somebody's reading our books in France, right? Number 1 in management and leadership in the US, and doing some awesome things in Australia in a couple of categories. So really excited. There are women now from all over who have written in this book. Some of them are first-time authors. Some of them are repeat offenders. And just super excited to be spending some time with you to celebrate. I have several girls in the background, and like I said, an electrical truck out front. So all is well. Questions to really spotlight you. This is an opportunity to let you shine, okay? If you're an author of this book, I am gonna call on you. If you are a community member, I am just super glad that you're here witnessing this, sharing this, and or preparing for your first, or Stacy, looking at you, next amazing release, all right? Because we're really here, we're all here because we're creating something. We're all here because we have something to learn and because we have something to offer. And so I'm super grateful that you're all here. I am the founder of Red Thread Publishing. My name is Sierra Melker. We're an all-female publishing company on a mission to support 10,000 women to become successful published authors. With this book, we are 12 women closer to our mission, which is pretty flipping amazing. And all of our collaborative author books, all the royalties of these books go to fund our first time female author fund for women who couldn't work with us any other way. We're gathering all of the royalties from these books, putting them into a fund, and then inviting women to submit an application to work with us and become first-time female authors as well. So I'm super excited about that. Really grateful to the current authors for helping us make a book that can help us make some money to help us make some more books and some more authors in the world. So I'm done talking, thank goodness. And let's let everybody else shine. Authors of Spark, 2 questions, 3 questions. You pick and choose, answer how you please. This is a choose your own adventure conversation as always. And I would love to know, first of all, like, I know who you are. I know you're amazing. Tell everybody your expert position statement, just the who are you, who do you help, why are you especially badass? What lights you up? What's your mission message to share with the world? Don't give all the spoilers away from your chapter, hold some of the nuggets, but like pull us in. And then if and when you want to share what inspired you to work on this project, feel free to share that too. I'm going to mute myself, and that means y'all are up. I'll choose you. I'll pick you, but you might as well, you know, just unmute yourself and rock on with your bad selves.
I'll go. I just drove halfway across the state. Sorry. My husband thinks he's Mario Andretti, and I'm like, I have a little anxiety from the ride. But we got here in time. I'll talk about what inspired me to write in Spark. So I had found a publishing company through a friend, and didn't know a lot about the publishing company, but knew that I'd always wanted to write a book. And so when I talked to Sierra and the team, I was really excited about how they have the opportunity to help other women that, you know, would never be able to afford to fund this on their own. And there's lots of those women around. And so that was really cool to me, that the sales proceeds from the book go to support that and give people a chance to go through the process that I went through, and really learned so much about writing and the process of publishing a book, which is a lot. It's a lot. And it's been awesome. And I'm super excited for my next solo book. Thank you.
Yeah, and Judy has authored a chapter, correct me, Rethinking Customer Service.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, being human and doing
Yeah.
it your own way.
And doing it your own way and not to the norms of what everybody else says you have to do, you know.
Yeah, awesome. Good. Read Judy's chapter. Destiny, you want to be next?
Sure. So I'm Destiny Dehaven. I'm your pattern breaker and bullshit detector. And that just basically means that I am a coach that works with female entrepreneurs, and I help them figure out why they're not doing the thing that they were meant to be put on this world to do. And I love breaking those patterns along with them to help them shine brighter, shine louder, and allow them to be heard. So that just brings me a lot of joy, lights me up. One of the reasons why I wanted to write in this book, one, I didn't have a whole heck of a lot of time to think about it. So that was a really great thing for me, because I'm sure I could have procrastinated even more than I did. However, it was the title of the book. I mean, Spark, Women in the Business of Changing the World. Yes, please. And so that was definitely a big reason and a big bonus for me to hop right in. And then I started to meet a lot of the other women in this group. And I was like, wow, just wow. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to get all cozy in here and kind of root around and like get myself all seeing what's up in this group. And the women in here are phenomenal. And the fact that we are all writers, yeah, that says a lot about not just you, Sierra, but what you've created within this company. And it's a really big deal. So thank you for the opportunity.
My pleasure, love. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, can I spoiler alert it for everybody? Destiny just joined us like it's like 7 days before the chapter deadline, and I'm
Correct.
like, girl, you're gonna do this, but we're gonna just do it. So
Yes.
the 3 or 4 to 6 months everybody else sat around being like, oh, I have to write a chapter. Oh, I'm gonna be a published author. We're gonna like pop it into 6th gear and just like write the baby, publish the baby. I think we had our first call like a month ago. I was like, how do you want to be? Do you want to be a published author like this month? Let's just do it. So I love it. It's been a fun ride. Josephine?
Hi! Honestly, I'm so excited. It's 10:45 here in the UK, and I was like, I need to be awake. However, I need to do this. So if you're watching me live, if you're here and watching us, first and foremost, I just want to give a big round of applause to Red Thread Publishing, because they are phenomenal. I could literally just cry my eyes out. I've been crying because of happiness. And this Red Thread Publishing is so amazing. So you should check us out. And also, I've known Sierra for over 2 years. We've been back and forth in each other's world. We've been supporting each other. And when an opportunity came around and she said, Josephine, I've got this going on, I'm like, what is it? What does it do? What do you do? And what do I need to do? When does it need to be in by? I'm like, I can't. I kept procrastinating, because this is the reality of a writer. You keep thinking, no, I'm not going to do it. No, I won't do it. No, I haven't got time. And then Red Thread Publishing is so good to take you through a journey that actually feels aligned with your going through, and then you have to express yourself and say, this is what I'm struggling with, and someone will be there to help you. And I am heavily dyslexic, so I had all the support it took me to become a publisher. I'm a 4th-time publisher, and the reason, again, like Judy, that helped me was to the cause to help other female entrepreneurs. Like, who are first-time writers to get an opportunity to share the story. So that is it from me. And my chapter is all about making lemonade from lemons. And I just got super excited, and we look forward to your feedback.
Josephine, I'm so glad that you didn't let any of the reasons to not be an author stop you. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times. And I don't know how many books are going to come out of you, but I know there are more. You're nowhere near done. You're a perfect example of what can happen once someone discovers their voice. Oh, I can do this. I had no idea this was in here. And I had no idea other people needed it. And once we connect with those 2 things, the sky is the limit. So, in case I haven't told you this, you are an inspiration to me. So I'm super glad to be sharing this space with you. Adrienne, editor-in-chief, author extraordinaire,
coach, speaker, star. So I've actually been thinking about this a lot lately, because this is what I talk about in my chapter is from a young age, I, like a lot of people, wanted to be a star. I wanted to be on a stage. I wanted to have a microphone. I wanted the spotlight on me. And I spent most of my life chasing applause, just trying to get people to notice me and pay attention to me and like what I was doing and fall down on my feet and say, "You're amazing, we love you." And what that ended up doing was putting me on this very hollow path where I did get famous, weirdly, not here in a West African country, you know, like you do. And what I figured out is that fame, when it's not backed up by people actually appreciating and admiring us for our actual gifts, what that does is it puts us in this place of feeling like, okay, they're worshiping something, but it's not me. They're projecting a fantasy onto me, and they have made up a whole life about my life. I had people coming up to me and giving me advice about stuff that they had read in the tabloids, which was completely fabricated. Okay, that's what it is to be a star in the Hollywood sense, and I'm fucking over it. I don't want no part of it, and I don't think you want any part of it either. But what you do want, and what I have finally experienced thanks to Red Thread, is to actually be appreciated and accepted and admired for who I actually am. The natural gifts that I was actually born with and came here with, and this purpose that I have to give to the world. And that's what my chapter is about. And I think that's what this whole book is about. It's just lighting up that spark that has always been in you, that has always been you, the star that you already are, just letting that shit shine, okay? Showing up exactly as you are and just being you and accepting that, you know what, that's gonna freak some people out. Some people are gonna opt out, and good luck to them, okay? That is the world doing for them exactly what it's doing for you. It's that law of attraction saying, okay, this isn't a good fit for you right now, okay? She's on fire, you're not. And that's a beautiful thing. Thank the people who weed themselves out of your garden. Thank them. That is what Red Thread has done for me. It has set me on fire in this way that I want for everyone in the world. And being aligned to my natural creative rhythm has given me a format, something, a cycle that I can kind of keep on. And every time I think, what am I supposed to be doing right now? I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing right now. So that's what I do for people now. And I'm in love with it. I'm in love with Sierra. I'm in love with Red Thread. I'm in love with all of you. And I hope you love our book. There you go.
Oh my goodness. I spoke yesterday. Actually, a couple things. Let me go back. A friend of mine has an 18-month-old son, and he's learning to play the piano, which means he bangs on it like this. And we were talking last weekend about this, because about this sort of applause, this I want your approval of me. And I'll sort of do either you'll reward me for the things that you like, or I'll start doing only the things that get me that praise. But she showed me this tiny little clip of him, because he'd like bang on the piano and then he'd turn and go like this. And what I learned from that 18-month-old is that we can start applauding ourselves, whether we're asking for it from another or just straight up being like, damn, I'm amazing. I used to be a teacher. You probably, some of you know this already. And I used to give stickers, because stickers are awesome. And I decided that it's time for me to have, like, in my purse, just stickers, whether I give them to other people or if I just mean like, I get a sticker today. I was just awesome. It's sticker time. So I wanted to say that, but I got invited to speak at the 19th annual Female Leadership Conference yesterday, and spoke to a room full of women. Thank you, right? Actually, Stacy, the woman who organizes it, I met in Vegas when I met you in Vegas. And so the things keep different event, because I double dipped conferences in Vegas. But anyway, super amazing. Out of Curacao, I will connect you. I spoke to a room full of women, and we talked about this idea of their spark. What is their particular unique message? What's the mission that they're on in the world? And if they could only give the world one gift, I really wanted them to connect with what that would be. What would be the one message that they had to share? And then I had them close their eyes. And so I want you all to do this. And I want anyone watching or listening to do this, because these women have been showing up at this conference year after year. And I said, I want you to imagine that at the 20th annual Female Leadership Conference, you're sitting around these tables with your book in front of you, with your mission and message in a way that can reach countless people. And so whether you're an author of Spark, or whether you've always dreamed of being an author, or whether you've never thought you could, I want you to think about what would be the one gift that you could give to the world. And I'm obviously hot for books, but it is only one of the ways that you can share your gift and your message with the world. But what I want to leave you with is making sure you share that spark, that you find your spark, and then you light up the world with it. Whether that's in a book or on a stage or sitting face to face with one other person at a coffee shop, standing on a street corner, there is no limit to where your light can shine. So the women who have written here might be fuel for your spark, inspiration for your spark, direction or encouragement for your spark. And the women who have written, who are in attendance right now, you're already doing it. You're already doing it. This is the thing. We're like, oh, I just need to, no. 90% of the time, you've already done everything that needs to be done. You can pop it into neutral and cruise for 3 months on all of the work that you've already done. The world that you're building, the relationships that you've created. So I just want to thank you for the work that you've already done. And that's it. If anybody else wants to unmute, go wild. I have no other shape for the rest of this container, but I applaud you for doing it your own way and not for doing it the way that anyone else told you you had to. We often try that first. It often, fortunately, backfires. The sooner the better. And then we get a chance to figure it out on our own. So, Unless anybody else has anything to say, I just want to thank you all for being in attendance. Josephine, double snaps and 3 stickers for you for staying up past my bedtime. I love you all. Thank you. Have a beautiful day. If you have not already, please order a copy of Spark on Amazon, everywhere. Paperbacks come out next week. 90 author copies have already been ordered and are being sent out shortly, so that is awesome. And just sending you so much love. Happy afternoon. Thank you. Ciao.